So guys, it's Spamsubie, and this is my 2019 Honda Civic Type R. I'm in the back of the hatch because it's pretty windy right now. So this is our solution. Before I was into cars, I was actually into videography. So I was just like super into filming stuff. I used to make like, home movies, short films. One day I was just driving home and I got in a car accident. I got T-boned, and I was driving my brother's 2008 Camry, and that got T-boned and it was totaled. So I used that insurance money to get a new car, and that car was the 2014 Subaru BRZ. I got that car because my brother was like, oh, you need to get a Subaru like me. And at that time, the BRZ 86 was only like 2 years old. It came out in like, I think 2012 or 2013. I got a 2014 model, and like, I didn't really know that much about cars, honestly, but it looked really good. And I didn't want a 4-door, like being like kind of a young kid. I was like, I wanted a 2-door, so I got the BRZ. I wasn't like super into cars like my brother, but obviously because my brother was into cars, I knew of them too. So like I would watch all the Fast and the Furious movies, and I played all the racing games basically. My brother was obsessed with racing games. We had almost every single racing game. So that's the extent of it. I wasn't always like, oh, when I grow up, I want to buy this car, I want to do this to my car. That wasn't even like a thought process. I was just like, oh, cars are cool. Maybe one day I'll get a car, but I don't know. And then as soon as I got the BRZ, I just like got obsessed with cars. So it just happens like that. And naturally, because I'm into video, I started filming my own car. I started filming like all my friends' cars, and then I went to car meets, and it just basically spiraled from there. And they went hand in hand. Made a bunch of friends with that car. I was pretty big in the BRZ scene, BRZ 86. I wide bodied that car. I had it like bagged. I went to shows. I went to like basically every car meet, like every weekend. I filmed a lot of stuff. I started YouTube because of that car. That car basically brought me into like what I'm doing now. Like I just started filming everyone's cars. I started doing filming car shows, filming for a lot of car companies, and I basically got a lot of experience because of that car. As y'all know, that car's a coupe. It's pretty small, so I couldn't really fit a lot of my gear in that car. So naturally, I was like, okay, I need to find a different car, and that's when I stumbled upon the Civic Type R, because this car is actually perfect for somebody that wants to daily their car, drive it like, at the track, because I actually track this car as well. So it's perfect for that, and it's very roomy, as you can see from this hatchback. So this was a perfect upgrade from the BRZ. I can basically take it everywhere. I can go to the track, and then on the same weekend go to work and fit all my camera gear. I started tracking my car actually kind of recently, not too recently, because of my girlfriend. She's actually like, my girlfriend has a 2021 A90 Supra, and she goes to the track like every month. And me, like personally, I was more of like a stance guy. I like bagged cars, wide body cars. After getting this car, everyone was telling me, oh, you gotta track this car, because this Type R is like, it's meant for the track. So I was like, all right, fuck it, I'll try it out. And I actually really impressed with this car, because it's front wheel drive, but it doesn't really drive like a front wheel drive car. Yeah, so my first track day, I was really careful. I was trying not to go too ham, but each session I went out, I just kept pushing it more and more, because I don't know, it's like this car, it's like begging you to like drive it hard. So I just got more excited to drive it, and then eventually I went off track and I like destroyed my side skirt, and I was really bummed out. I was like super sad. I was like, damn, I fucking like destroyed my like $1,000 side skirt just like that. And then like after a while I was like, there's no point really being sad about that. Like the car still drives, it's fine. Let me just go back out. And I just went out and I killed it. Like I just kept shaving down time, and then I eventually didn't even think about like cosmetics. I was like, I don't really care if I damage the paint or whatever. Like the enjoyment I'm getting from tracking the car, it's more worth it. Yeah, so originally I was just like thinking this was gonna be my daily and like take it to work and that's it, like, and enjoy it, because it's manual, it's boosted, makes pretty good power. So I just thought it was gonna be like a work car / fun daily. I just wanted to do like OEM plus build. But then I started tracking it, and then I just really enjoyed tracking this car. I went from being super OCD with my cars, like making sure the paint is perfect, like not really driving it that much, to really like just beating the shit out of my cars now. Because at the end of the day, I think that's what the cars are for. They're meant to be driven, so just enjoy them. First thing I got was lowering springs. Oh, actually, I didn't even buy that. My brother bought it for me on my birthday. So he bought me my first set of lowering springs. Then from there, I did TE37s. I upgraded to coilovers eventually. RSR USA sponsored me, and then from there, I was like, oh damn, people are sponsoring me. Like, they're sponsoring me now. Maybe I should just keep, maybe I should actually mod it more. I got a body kit, I got the Varus lip kit and all that stuff. People would hit me up and be like, can you put this in your YouTube video? We'll give it to you for free or whatever. And then it just, snowball effect. I just kept adding more parts. I know a lot of people say like this car looks kind of ricey, but I really like the looks of this car. I started my YouTube like in 2015, and I sold the BRZ in like 2019. So I did a little bit of videos. I didn't really document that much because the car was already basically fully modified. So I kind of started YouTube a little late. So I did get a little bit of the tail end of the build, but I just did like a cinematic video of it, and then I sold the car. Most of my YouTube videos are with this car actually. Aside from like building the cars, my main focus was like, cinematography, and I guess a little bit of photography. And I also teach people online how to, do what I do basically. I teach them how to use cameras and stuff like that. So for anyone trying to start YouTube now, I guess my advice, if you're doing like vlog stuff, my biggest advice is to just be consistent, because as soon as you're not consistent, YouTube really punishes you for that. So just go out there, film as much as you can, and stick to a schedule. Even if you feel like it's not good content, just do it. Like maybe stick to like a once a week schedule, and just basically stay consistent and just have fun, because if you're not having fun, there's really no point. And don't get discouraged by watching other people. You'll probably go on YouTube and be like, oh, all these people have like 1 million subs, or like, oh, they have all these cool cars. Just don't get discouraged by that, and just focus on your own content. I do it because like you'll grow an audience, and then maybe you can start a business afterwards, like merch. And that's where the money is. People will follow you for your content and then support you with merch. And you can also get sponsors, and you get other connections through YouTube. But I wouldn't say just doing it for the money is like a good enough reason. When I originally started doing YouTube, I didn't even think about views. I didn't think about, oh, I could possibly make money in the future. I just did it because it was fun, And I started really doing a lot of YouTube during 2020, like during COVID. So when COVID hit, there was literally nothing to do. Like nobody could go out. You couldn't like see anybody. So I was like, all right, screw it. Let me just pick up my camera. Like I already have all this gear. Let me just do some YouTube stuff. And my first thought was, okay, let me make tutorials. Let me just teach people how to do what I do. So I did that, and then my first tutorial got like a good amount of views, and I was reading the comments, and a lot of people just said it was really helpful, and they just really appreciated the help, and it inspired them to go out and film themselves. And just reading that kind of stuff is like what made me happy. I was just like, yo, I should keep doing this, not because it's gonna make money, but I just love helping people. Where it's going right now though, I'm not really a fan of it. It's like people are just doing things to be viral. It sucks because it's like, I feel like nowadays if you're not like balling, like you don't have a lot of money, it's like you're not gonna get anywhere. That's what it feels like. There's like a lot of big YouTubers out there that just buy cars left and right, and like that's how they get viral. Or there's other people down on the internet that just do really stupid stuff to go viral. And yeah, that's just where the scene is at right now, and it kind of sucks because I miss how old school YouTube was, where it's like long form content and you bring your fans along like a journey instead of just doing what's trendy. Like as I was doing YouTube, I grew my fan base. and people were just like, oh, we really miss the BRZ. When are you gonna get the new BRZ when it came out? And when it did come out, I saw it and I was like, damn, this looks good. And it made me kind of like want to get it again. And then now with the knowledge I know now, and because I didn't really film much of my past BRZ build, I was like, this might be a good idea to just get the new BRZ, and now I can film everything, you know, because I didn't get a chance to film my old BRZ. So yeah, that's the BRZ is gonna be the content car. After I got it, I was like, damn, this shit's pretty dope. It's much improved. It's not as slow. It actually feels pretty peppy. The interior is a lot nicer, and the mod market is gonna be really good. I was actually, before I even bought this car, I was looking at other cars. I was thinking about getting a 2015 STI. So I almost went from another, like a BRZ to another Subaru, but I just didn't feel like getting another like Subaru because my brother already had one, and basically all my friends had a Subaru, so I kind of was just like bored of it. I mean, I'm always a Subi boy, but I think Honda's really nice. It's very, they build a lot of reliable cars. Even their sports cars are very reliable. Subaru, I can't really say the same. To own a Subaru, you kind of just have to really love it, because those cars are not reliable. But they have a lot of character. They sound great. They look good, but they're not practical in terms of reliability. Like, my brain is saying Honda's better, but my heart says Subaru's better. So for exterior mods, I have the Veris Arising 2 body kit. So it's just side skirts, the carbon side skirts, and then the carbon rear diffuser. And then I have a EVS carbon front lip, and then underneath that I have a Battle Arrow chassis mounted splitter. And that splitter is really cool. It's like super strong. You can literally like stand on it. That's how strong it is. I have the Cruise Design rear wing gurney flap, TE37 SLs. And then interior, I basically free upholstered everything in Nappa leather. Dry carbon flat bottom steering wheel, also the hybrid racing short shifter, and a titanium shift knob as well. And then in the engine bay, super simple, just a Purell intake and a Blitz strut tower brace. And I have a couple motor mounts as well, just to make it a little more like sturdy when I'm tracking it. You guys can check me out on Instagram at Spamsubie, and then also the same goes for YouTube, Spamsubie. Oh, and if you want to learn like in depth, I actually have a Patreon where I offer monthly raw video footage that I shot myself. You can just download it, and then you can even message me one-on-one, and I can help you with like anything. You can ask me anything on Patreon. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed my story. Yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Make sure to subscribe. Spamsubie. Oh, check out my website, spamsubie.com.